The art of homemaking begins with you. If we, as the homemaker, are grumpy because we didn't get enough sleep, or things aren't going our way, or we aren't happy with what we have, then we can't create a peaceful home for our family. So how can we change this or avoid it? It starts with joy. J is for Jesus. Our focus every day should start with Jesus, spending time with God in prayer and reading our Bibles, and also throughout the day. When we start to have a bad attitude or thoughts of discontentment, even how we react and respond to our kids or our husband, we should respond with a gentle voice and kindness. O is for others. The second thing we should focus on is others. This means we think of our family's needs, making sure we put their needs before ours. Keeping our home clean, cooking healthy meals for them, and having a good attitude towards them even when we are training our young kids. Y is for yourself. Make sure you think of yourself last. I like this quote I heard from Dave Ramsey, and I think it really sums up humility very well. Humility, or being humble, isn't thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Dave Ramsey was quoting someone else. Humility isn't putting ourselves down, but to just raise others above us and to take joy in doing that. When we have this all in the right order and we are practicing this every day, we will find joy. It's the natural byproduct of having our priorities straight according to God's Word. We read in Philippians 2, verses 3 through 7. This is the NIV version. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interests of others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset of Jesus Christ, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing but taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. Looking at this concept another way, I was listening to Anthony ONeal speaking to a group of content creators, and he was sharing his 6 C's. Character, change on the inside; content, change out there; community, and currency. I think this fits real well with what I'm speaking to here. I will change a couple of definitions, but the words still follow his overall mindset of what he was teaching. Here are my 6 C's. Character. Having good character means you have to work on you on the inside. A person of good character thinks of others first and treats others well. Once you put this into your daily practice, this produces the next C. Change. This change happens on the inside as you practice being a better person on the outside. This produces the next C. Content. Now this one, I'm going to be speaking to content of your interactions with others. Anthony was talking about content for media here. But I think this still works for those mamas who don't create content on YouTube or Instagram. You create content for your kids, your husband, your friends. For example, when training your children, if we have accomplished the first 2 C's, we can now give good training. And if God is at the center of this, it will be biblical training. And likewise, With friends, we can give good advice if our character is good and we have come to a place of humble mindset and advise our friends with godly advice. When this happens, we have impacted our children and our friends. We then produce the next C, change out there, which is change in others. We've had a positive effect on somebody we love and care for, and they will in turn do the same, which produces the next C, community. By having good character, we produce a change inside us that in turn produces good content, that then produces change in others, that then creates a community around us. This community supports us and produces the next C, currency. Now here, Anthony is obviously referring to monetary currency, but this is the second and last definition I will change from his speech. Currency also means a value has been placed on that object or thing, or in this case, our community. So our community now produces currency in everyone in the community, thus giving us value. I want to be real and unairbrushed with other mamas like you. I'm not perfect, and I'm okay with that. I hope you are too. These are things I've learned in my 10 plus years being a mom and homemaker. I don't always get it right, but I will own up to my mistakes and apologize, then dust myself off and do better next time. I hope this was helpful and encouraging to you. If you'd like to hear more of this content, then subscribe and don't forget to push that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.